Yeah,
And
she's
guess what we
dating.
are? We're
We are
live right now.
live.
We're live right now. If y'all don't understand what was going on at this moment in time, me and Perry are speaking directly about the She-Hulk trailer that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
That I
you got
haven't
to
seen
see it.
yet.
You got to
So,
see it. Like I was telling you, some of the online reaction is mixed just because
okay.
of the just because of the CGI of
Mhm.
She-Hulk. But as it goes through the storyline, okay, you get a chance to see her becoming part of uh super the superpowers the superpowered defense division
Okay.
of her law firm, okay. and
Mm.
it, and the funny part about it is it looks like one of her clients is the Abomination, played by Tim Roth.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So they
yeah.
bring it. They bring it. Did they? So are did they? Is he still an abomination? Is he still like in the abomination form, or did they revert him back to
No,
human form?
well. I mean, for the scenes they
Uh huh.
showed him reverting back in his cage, talking to his lawyer, who
Okay.
just so happens to be Jennifer Walters. And then later in the trailer, you see him emerge as the Abomination.
Wow.
Okay, but we also get a glimpse of Titania.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Nice.
and we get a glimpse of Jennifer Walters in
Okay.
pure She-Hulk mode
Okay.
on a dating scene.
Nice. Let
No,
me
and
ask
when
you
it,
this.
no, no,
Let
no,
me.
no, no. I gotta drop before you ask. I gotta drop this on you. One of the guys she's on a blind date with, or a Tinder date, okay,
Mm-hmm.
just so happens to be, and it cracked me up when I saw him in the trailer. Freaking David Otunga, the former Mister Jennifer Hudson.
What?
Yeah,
Punk.
Punk, exactly. Punk from the I Love New York, from his I Love New York time.
Wow.
Exactly. He yeah, so he's there on a date
Hey, Keish,
with
we're
Jen.
not at 200 yet. This is 193. I said we on the way to 200. I think did I not put? Yeah, we're not 200 yet. We almost 7 more episodes. We're not at 200 yet. This is 193. I said we on the way to
My
200.
bad. Hold on. Let me
That's okay.
turn that down. Turn that down.
That's all
But
right.
yeah, it looks hilarious, okay?
Okay.
And at the end of it is like this one guy that she obviously had fallen for.
Uh huh.
They had his crib. They had her crib.
And
She's in
she's
she
full on green at this point in time.
she's full on green, full on green,
Jeez.
all right? And she's in the mood, right? So it looks like
Woo.
she picks old dude up, carrying dude in her arms and heading straight to the bedroom.
Mm. Well,
Yeah,
let me. So as a man, and me and Perry aren't very big human beings, at all, in any point of the case.
at
So
all.
this could potentially happen to us with the right wrestling lady. But you know what I'm saying? Are you in your single life? You know what I'm saying? You out here, Perry. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
We got Perry is 25 years old, 30 years old. You out here on the dating scene. See this beautiful green chick. Because let's talk about it. She-Hulk is a fox. Let's not downplay.
Yeah.
Are you dating a She-Hulk? Are you getting what? Because she's what, 7 foot, easy,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
500 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Am I?
Emma.
And cut like that? Hell yeah. There is this one scene, okay, where she's at some event, okay,
Uh,
with some other women, and she's all she-hulked up but wearing this nice evening gown.
nice.
And one of the ladies at the event is like, "Oh, Jennifer, your ass." So yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Oh man,
Yes. I would definitely be
date
doing
with the
that
She-Hulk.
thing. Be doing that thing with the She-Hulk, bro. For
You would do
real.
the thing with the
For
She-Hulk,
real.
man.
For real. That
You
is
just
no
can't. Don't cheat
question.
on her though. Don't cheat on her because that'd be a
Nah,
bad day. That'll be a bad day.
exactly. What's been going on, my brother?
Man, I have no complaints, man. Watched a couple of movies and all that stuff
Mhm.
over the weekend that I want to discuss. Outside of but the mass shootings that's been going
Yeah,
on and everything
yeah.
like that. But yeah, man, I've been pretty good. I feel a lot better. So what I'm saying, I'm feeling a lot better and everything like that. So hopefully I'll be.
Dude, you did the show last week. Yeah,
Yeah,
look, no, I gotta give you mad respect. Okay, I gotta give you mad respect because you weren't feeling well. All
right.
right, but it didn't show. The only
Hmm.
thing that showed was your bathrobe. I mean,
Yeah.
you did the whole show in your
So
bathrobe,
no,
and,
that's not my
and
bathrobe. That's my
okay.
chilling robe. I got two different robes.
So that's like your smoking jacket.
That's my robe. You know what I'm saying? When I
Mm-mm.
when I can't find a t-shirt because it's like t-shirt material, that's the
Mhm.
robe that I put on. You know what I'm saying? Like my bathrobe is a little bit more fluffy. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying? It's a
okay,
little bit more
okay.
fluffy. This one is like my komodo. You know what I'm saying? I might, come downstairs with the chest out with some jeans on or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's that's who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On with that one. That's like another shirt with a belt
Yeah,
on it. But
yeah, well,
but nah, man, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better.
good, good, good.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing I messed up is I didn't get anything to drink. I was gonna get a beer, and then the babies was up, the twins was still up. So I had to
Mm.
go in there and get with them, and change Pampers and all that stuff. Daddy, I poop, because that's how they stop from getting in trouble. What y'all up? Because I come up there, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. The reason why I'm up, sir, because I used the bathroom with myself. And I'm not allowed to get out of my crib and open my door up, so you have to change. This is the reason why I'm up. That's how they get me every time. Like even if they don't do anything, hey daddy, I poop. Because they know nobody get in trouble. Hey daddy, I poop.
Mm-mm. No, that's legit excuse right
There's a
there.
legit excuse. Hey,
Mm.
hey, I just defecated on myself. Listen, brother, you will not pop me. It's not going down. You know what I'm saying? Don't yell at me. So shout out to my to the twins or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm having I've yeah. So I looked at a couple movies and stuff like that.
uh,
Checked out the new Firestarter, the
okay,
new
yeah,
Firestarter one,
yeah, yeah.
and
How bad was it? How bad was it? Be honest.
it's
Be
it's
honest.
it wasn't. It's like this. You could tell, like I can tell pre-COVID movies versus
Mhm,
COVID movies. What's going on, Chant? Because how the movie is structured, the pacing of the movie, the amount of people that's in
mhm,
the cast, how
mhm,
much they can do with it versus how much they could have done with it if they could have 3,000 people on set.
mhm.
And I think that Firestarter lacked because of COVID. That's what I'm going to look at it. I'm giving it with a bell curve of COVID.
Okay.
All right. Um, I would say go ahead and check it out if you like the original. There are a couple little twists and everything that like I don't remember from the original, like parents having powers, and
No, that was not a part. I don't remember that as being a part of the
right
original.
of the original, right?
Mm.
Parents having powers and those powers being passed to the baby. Um, but some of the same tropes, and
Mhm.
her powers are manifest through her emotions, and it's so forth goes on in that, and goes to that point. Without giving a lot away, I think that it would have been better served if it was a bigger cast and they had
Mm.
more action in it. But it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible on the Bishop Omega scale, and it is, hey, if I have it's if I have the streaming service and I'm
Mhm.
not doing anything at 4 in the afternoon, good. That's what it is. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? So
okay,
you know what I
okay,
mean? Like it's a Sunday,
okay.
4 in the afternoon, you in the crib by yourself, you have a beer, no games on, check out Firestarter. It's
Okay.
just
So it gets your fuck it, I ain't doing shit vote.
yeah, I ain't doing shit. It's
Okay,
I ain't doing
okay.
shit good. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
have to
okay.
stop. You could pause and come back to
Yeah.
it. So it's one of those joints. But Zach Efron was in it. You know what I'm saying? A couple other good cast people were in it. So I would say go ahead and check it out. I'm glad I did it for free. I wouldn't have gone to the movie to see it. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah, no, that I mean that doesn't sound like You know, even when I saw the trailer, okay,
Right.
it didn't look like you know, spend my money on a ticket and a big tub of popcorn type movie for me.
No,
You
it's
know,
not.
yeah.
No, it's not.
Hmm.
It's
All
like,
right.
yo, if your friend is watching it over his house, is good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you already have this
Okay,
on. All
okay.
right, cool.
Oh.
Let me sit down and watch this.
Yeah, it's one of those. Oh, cool. You watching it? Let me sit down. Pass me
You're
that.
right.
That type of movie. Okay, yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's good. Okay, I get it. I get
I
it. I
see what
get
they
it.
did with
Yeah.
it. But yeah, that's what's good. I also watched, and this is one of the subjects that I sent to P. I also watched Old, with M. Night Shyamalan's, I guess latest picture. I just watched that, and I want to know why. And I don't mind telling you about Old. I don't mind telling you everything about Old, right? Because
Mhm.
this is because okay, the people go get a trip,
Mhm.
free trip to this
Mhm.
nice resort. Guy comes up to the families and like, hey, I got a special cove that's between, a slot cave that opens up to a
Mhm.
lagoon. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's a very nice lagoon and everything like that. And then they the guy stops at the top of the hill and just
Mhm.
loads the people out, loads everybody up with a bunch of stuff. And they're like, damn, this shit is heavy. How long do you expect this to be? Oh, it's all food and stuff like that. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's a whole lot of food. So number one, okay. So they go out there and you see in a cutscene before, like it was another couple people on the beach already.
Mhm.
So, and you know what I'm saying, and a young lady, takes off her top and stuff and dives in the water naked, and it's a dude right there. He's sitting there watching. Okay, so that comes into play later on. So basically, they go to this place. On this place, due to whatever minerals and rocks or whatever are there, time goes by faster. So where like every I think minute or something like that could be 3 days.
Mhm.
So in a 24-hour period, they all calculate it's about 50. It's a 50-year transition. Could be up to
Okay.
50-year transition or whatever in a 24-hour period.
Mhm.
So, and the reason why they are sending these people out there because there's a corporation behind it. The reason why they're sending people out there is because they take and so when the people walk up, they give them these specialty drinks. They say off
Mhm.
of your drink, selection, we've created these drinks for you. It's customized drinks for everybody.
Drink ticket.
The drink ticket, but it's beautiful drinks, these beautiful cocktails.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So what they did was this right here. It's a pharmaceutical company that found out that this goes through, speeds along the process of everything. So they're testing medicines on these people. That's the premise of
Okay.
old. That's the plot twist. So if they're doing an Alzheimer's drug, they get
Mhm.
someone with that looks like they're about to get into pre-Alzheimer's. Like, yeah, like you might, what I'm saying, like they're like, okay, he's a 40-year-old man, but he's starting to look like he might have Alzheimer's. Let's go ahead and take
Mhm.
him, give him the Alzheimer's drug, and then he's going through Alzheimer's like at a rapid
Mhm.
within hours. So what they
Mhm.
do is they test the drug to see if it works, and then if the drug does work, then instead of them waiting years and years of research, they done already did years and years of research on that one day in 12 hours. Person dies, boom, they put it on market, and they save people's lives by killing these people.
Mhm.
That's old. That's
Okay.
old.
Let me tell you where you lost me.
Well, in my explanation or for the movie?
Overall. Let me tell you where
Right.
you lost me. Okay. You lost me the minute you said M Night. That's where
like,
you lost me. Yeah, that's
like why do
yeah, that's where you lost me. Okay.
why
Uh
do we still why is Hollywood still giving this dude money? Like he had one good plot twist, which was the Sixth Sense. Hold on. Let me stop. Let me stop. Because the Unbreakable series was pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah, but when you got deeper into his catalog, when you
Mhm.
got deeper into uh his uh his book of rhymes, so to speak, okay?
Right. Right.
Uh nah, man. Nah. Let me tell you when I was done with M. Night, okay? I
Uh,
can't even remember the movie's name. I think it was called The Happening. It was the one with Mark Wahlberg,
what
and
was
people were
happening?
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
people were like just dying and falling out of nowhere. That's
Yeah.
what I was done, okay? And I mean, and I was done before then,
Right.
but this was like the M. Night done moment. Okay, this was the moment where I was like, "Psh, nah, nah.
Nah.
Look, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. What the fuck deal you get? I'm not
Right.
watching you. Okay, I don't care. I don't care if if Marvel Studios
Uh huh.
comes after you and say, hey, we want to bring Man Thing to life.
Right.
Okay, we want to give it to you. Guess what? I ain't watching that shit.
No.
I ain't
No. I
watching
don't.
that
I
shit.
don't know. I don't know. Like Lady in the Water was a disappointment. You know what I'm saying? Like it all builds up like like all built up like it was gonna be crazy, and then it's like
Mhm.
this the plot twist. You know what I'm saying? It was like his plot twists just don't do it for me. Like signs might have been okay. Uh like I've like M Night Shyamalan keeps getting me because I think I've seen every one of his movies. I've seen them all, man.
You better than me. You better than me. You
I've
better
seen
than
them
me.
all, man. And
Yeah.
it's just like,
It,
how do we keep giving this dude money?
this is how, okay? Sixth Sense. He gave
Six
you
Sense,
one of the greatest plot twists
right?
in movie history, okay? And just like just like a, a heroin addict from the early 70s that got that first
Oh,
hit of blue magic,
oh,
dude,
right,
he's been chasing that great plot twist high
right.
ever since.
Sense.
Nah,
He
man,
got close to it.
I can't, I.
We got to be honest. He did get close to it on Unbreakable and
Mhm.
Mr. Glass and Glass and
But
that.
those weren't really about the plot twist. Those
Right,
were about great storytelling.
right.
Period. Okay,
Hmm.
those are simply about great storytelling. Okay, but look, dude, the rest of your stuff, nah, nah. I'm not. Look, I'm not taking the big rubber band. I'm not tying it to my arm. I'm not
I'm
doing.
not going to get
I'm
it.
not doing any of that for you no more, man. Get the fuck out of
I'm
here.
not shooting anymore. I see dead people in my veins anymore.
Nope, none, man, none. We done with that. We done with that.
Nah, man. I just was perplexed on how we keep on how M Night Shyamalan keeps on deadbeat dad, and it's like, yo, I'm coming to get you Tuesday, and we on the porch on Tuesday, and he lets us down every time.
Dude, but at the same time, homie, at the same time, it is the same thing. It is the same thing that we did in the 90s,
Uh-huh.
right? Whenever you gave Michael Bay some money to produce and direct the same fucking movie time after time after time after time again. Decided, hey, you'd be great to do Transformers. That's the reason why I didn't like the Transformers movies, dude.
Because you didn't like Michael Bay. I like Michael Bay's movies. You know what I'm saying? I like Michael Bay's over the top spark explosions because you know it's him because he shoots off white fireworks for explosions all the time. It's like psh,
I
like nothing
understand that.
explodes like that, Michael
Dude,
Bay.
dude, I understand that. However, okay, however, this is how thick a Michael Bay script is, okay? Fuck out of here with that, man. Fuck out of here with that.
He like y'all go for we gonna ad
Mm.
lib the rest of this, but we dealing with yeah we just gonna ad lib.
No. The best ad lib movie of all time was the Michael Bay Bad Boys movies. Okay, because I mean, let's be for real. Let's be for real. Unless, like with the second one, right?
Uh,
Unless Gabrielle Union was in the scene,
right.
you ain't telling me shit. Every line in that movie, especially if it would, especially every scene with just Will Smith and Martin Lawrence were ad libbed. The whole damn thing. You ain't telling me shit. The whole movie was ad libbed. Okay,
Yo,
it was like this is the point we trying to get. This is the point we trying to get across.
right.
And action.
Martin, you're on ecstasy because that move that
You-
that Martin on ecstasy scene
Man,
was top notch, and
you couldn't have
also
written that.
you couldn't have written
Could have
that,
written that. You could have written that.
or how they did homie at the door when he came to pick up that shit
Classic,
was
classic.
classic.
That could not have been scripted. Okay,
No,
the
it
only
could
thing that could have, even your boy go, my name is, yo, that was ad lib. Okay,
right,
because it was too perfect and dead on. All right, it
right,
was too perfect and perfect and dead on because he actually looked. He gave you the feel that yeah, I'm going to take her out. I gotta
right.
meet her father.
Father
He's
and
a
her
cop.
crazy ass uncle.
Yeah, he's a cop. I'm scared as hell. Who the fuck is this guy coming up here in his black wife beater?
Right.
I'm scared as hell. That was perfect, man.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Bad shout out to Bad Boys. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That made, like you said, that some scenes make the whole movie.
yeah.
Make the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that's what M Night needs to do. You need to get Martin Lawrence and Will Smith on one of your joints. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? If they would have did, it would have been crazy. But speaking of disappointments, in a legacy of those, we're gonna switch over to the NBA real quick. And we're gonna talk about Wake Forest own, Carolina's own, Mr. HPCU, you know, Mr. Jake from State Farm's partner. You know what I mean? Uncle Cliff, you know, the best damn point guard in the National Basketball Association.
Pure point guard. Pure point
Pure
guard.
point guard.
Yeah.
Pure point guard.
Not this
Our
hybrid scoring. Not this hybrid
no,
scoring lead guard.
pure
No,
ass,
pure point guard.
pure ass Bob Cousy, John Stockton, this CP3. Our homeboy is, and the Phoenix Suns are going the way of the Utah Jazz.
Man.
I think they're going on the way of the Utah Jazz in the West. They almost have it. They almost have it, and they just can't. So,
Yeah.
Perry, as a basketball enthusiast, you know what I mean. I'll say, what do you think that is the issue Chris Paul, or is the issue the Phoenix Suns, or what do you think is the issue there?
Couple of issues.
Okay.
They got outplayed in game 7. Simple as that. It went to a game 7. Okay.
Right.
It went to a game 7. And
should have gone to a game 7 though. I don't even like if they'd have came in and did what they were supposed to do. But go ahead. Continue, Perry. I don't mean to.
The fact that it went to a game 7 meant that Dallas was still in it. Okay. Right. Dallas has had an excellent playoff run. Okay. Yeah. Lucas, you see Lucas doing his thing. Okay.
Yes.
You see Jalen Brunson adding millions to that free agent contract that's coming this summer. Okay. Yeah. You had everybody playing their role. And in game 7, the minute Luka got hot from the very beginning, it was a done deal. 1, 2, the DeAndre Ayton disrespect coming from Monty Williams and that coaching staff. Deontay only played 17 minutes. Granted, it was far gone. Okay, but you have a player that everyone in his draft class, okay, that's including Luka, that's including Trey, okay, the top names in his draft class have gotten extensions, and they haven't given him an extension to the number one pick in that draft. All right. You know, this summer, this summer, they can either offer him, that offer sheet, which he can sign and then play one more year, and then take his chances with unrestricted free agency, or he can, or they don't offer it and he doesn't sign it, and he goes on the market as a restricted free agent. They should have had their big man wrapped up.
Right.
They should have had their big man wrapped up. If they don't think their big man is going to be the one that is going to help them in the future, then with him going restricted free agency, they need to let him walk. I think it's sad. I think it's sad because DeAndre Ayton is one of the best centers in this league, and in a league that's de-emphasized the center position. Okay. Yeah. But for the past, you think about it, for the past 3 years, we've seen a resurgence of the true of either the true type of a center, or or a center, a hybrid center that can do it both, can do both, like a like a Joel and like a Joker. That's what DeAndre, that's the type of respect that DeAndre and Phoenix should be building towards together. And I just got a funny feeling. That that they're going to be doing it separately next year. Okay. And on that note, yo, Phoenix, y'all want Julius Randle? Y'all want Julius Randle? Okay.
Oh, man.
Because look, I would love to see DeAndre Ayton in New York. Do a sign and trade, send him Julius Randle, which he would actually be a great fit on that front court with Phoenix. Okay. And then the Knicks can start Obi Toppin. Yeah. I mean, it works out both, but I'm just putting that out there. For the future. Future thoughts.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, man, this was CP's window. CP's window, and I just have a bad feeling that with them getting knocked out after having the best record in the league, them getting knocked out in the conference semifinals, not the finals, but the conference semifinals. I think this window is going to close next year. All right. I truly feel this window is going to close next year because Golden State, which are the old guys on the block right now, ain't going nowhere. And they've retooled. Okay. They've retooled. I hope to see them in the finals. I hope to see the Golden State Warriors back in the finals. I don't want to see, look, I love Luka Doncic. Okay. I've been a Luka fan, and I've been singing his praises since he was in the Euro League. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm deep basketball like that.
He deep basketball. When you watching the Euro League, that is
I mean, when he was coming over, okay, even though DeAndre Ayton was the number one pick in that draft, I said from the jump, I had arguments in the barbershop regarding this. That kid is coming over from EuroLeague, Luka, that's the best player in this draft. And what has he proven? What is he proven? He's the best. He was not only the best player in this, in that draft, but is a future MVP winner. Okay, but
in a Hall of Fame, I think he's doing Hall of Fame numbers and everything like that. I you know what I'm saying, I have no ill will toward Doncic, Luka. You know what I'm saying? Outside of, I would have rather seen CP back in the finals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the finals. Because again, he is like, if there's no one else deserving of that, you know what I'm saying? Because first of all, off the fact that they blocked that trade, because he would have had his rings. If they
he would have had his ring right next to Kobe.
Yep.
We all know that. We all know that, okay? And the NBA, and exactly, and the NBA blocked that trade, okay? I look, out of the Banana Boat crew, All right.
Mm-hmm.
You got two of the Banana Boat crew to have rings.
Yeah.
LeBron and D Wade.
Yes.
Okay. Uh of course, my favorite of the crew, Melo, don't have a
Melo.
ring. Okay.
Right.
And Chris Paul is a part of that crew as well, and he deserves a ring.
Right.
And I was hoping that this will finally be his opportunity. Because I mean, dude, he has 3 more years left on that contract.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and honestly, yeah, and it's like what it is, and you want to see Paul not go to another team just to, you know,
Mm-mm.
how the veteran gets it. You know what I'm saying? I got a ring because I happened to be on this team. And then, you know what I'm saying, like the Jason Kidd, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
when he went to, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, we want Jason Kidd to have a ring. So, you know what I'm saying, we were happy when he went to, which wasn't his team, which
Well,
was
which was
Dirk's.
Dallas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dallas.
but yeah, but
So,
but but his roots were there. Think about it.
yeah,
His
his
roots
roots
were
were
there.
there, right.
That was
And,
that was the team that drafted him. That was the
mm-hmm,
team that had three of the best young players in the league at that time,
yep,
with Jason Kidd, with
mm-hmm,
Jimmy Jackson, and with Jamal Mashburn.
Nashville.
Okay, and Tony Braxton blew that whole motherfucker up.
Taught us how. What did I miss? How did
I
Tony
mean,
Braxton blow the Mavericks up?
she was messing around with both Jason Kidd and Jimmy Jackson.
Oh my God, Tony.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Pick one.
yeah. But I mean, but Jason Kidd being moved out and being
Mm-hmm.
moved on to Phoenix led to led to that draft picking Dirk.
Yep, sure did. And that
Yeah,
draft pick in Dirk, and then he went on and had super success with the Nets. I think that his Nets years was probably some of
his
the
Nets
best.
years were his
Well,
Nets years were probably some of the best, the best basketball of his career.
right, because
Um,
he willed the
yeah,
Nets to
yeah,
shit.
he did. Yeah, he
He
did. Yeah, he did. Even with playing next to that corny ass, motherfucking
Richard
Richard
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Can't stand Richard. I've never liked Richard. I ain't like Richard Jefferson when he was at Arizona. Okay.
Richard Jefferson is the dude that's the asshole, but he's not from the hood, and it just everything seems to come out of his mouth condescending. But the fact when he goes against Perk, like that is comedy gold every time. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Okay. And guys, we're sorry. We're veering into we're veering into some deep basketball. But
right,
look, stick with it. Stick with
stick
us. It's
with us
gonna
for a
be
minute.
fun.
Right.
Yeah. Did you ever think, all right, when
Mm-hmm.
ESPN decided to bring Kendrick Perkins in as an analyst, as a uh, as a member
Yeah.
of the round table,
Right.
that it would actually work the way it did. Perk
Listen,
is perfect, man.
Perk
I
is
love
the
Kendrick Perkins. He's perfect.
I love like Kendrick. You know why they did that? Because they got to replace Charles Barkley. They have to replace somebody that can't talk on TV. That's gonna say salacious and fucking off the wall shit. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Perk has a great sense of humor. Like if you've seen
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Perkins play ball, you would think Kendrick Perkins was the meanest motherfucker ever, but he's not. Like Kendrick Perkins makes fun of himself. You know what I'm saying? He has a good time with himself. But when he him and Swagoo, I love those cats together. Swagoo
Yeah,
is
yeah,
also
yeah.
very good. You know what I'm saying? It's like because they're like they remind me of me talking sports talk. It's like, you know, this is what
Exactly.
this is what I say. I'm knowledgeable about the shit, and I'm not trying to be PC about it, but this is how it goes down. So, but yeah, shout out to that. But yeah, Richard Jefferson and that N Perk are hilarious. But back to CP3. How is it? You know, will this? Of course, it's not going to mar his legacy, right?
Mm-mm.
You know, but because you got people to talk like, and I don't like the way, and I want to bring this up too, the way this dude Patrick Beverly is talking.
Man,
Like,
look.
okay, Pat. You know what I'm saying? Like you are, and like I think Matt Barnes put it together excellent. He was like, no one's gonna remember Pat Beverly and Martin and Barnes and Matthew Barnes. They're not gonna remember us.
No,
They're
no,
gonna remember. They're gonna remember CP3.
exactly. I mean,
He's
look, the only reason why we remember Matt Barnes right now and why Matt Barnes is relevant is because one, him and Steven Jackson built a great platform
yes,
with all the smoke. I mean,
yep,
taking it from the podcasting stage to a deal with a Showtime deal.
yes,
That's what every podcaster, whether they have no matter what background that they come from, should inspire to. Okay.
right,
And the fact that he whooped Derek Fisher's ass when Derek Fisher was messing around with his baby mama. Okay.
yep,
That's the only thing we remember Matt Barnes for. We don't
right,
remember Matt, as the years go by, we forget what Matt Barnes did on that court. I'm
right.
just being honest.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
And
was the
that's
guy. He was the guy with the tattoos. You know what I'm saying? He was
yeah,
light skinned dude, the tough light skinned dude with the
yeah,
tattoo.
yeah. That's Pat, but at the same time, that's Patrick Beverly. Okay. Who it seems like Patrick Beverly is trying to also start building his own platform as well.
Right,
Why? Because he's only got a couple of years left.
right. I mean, as far as being an irritant, Pat Beverly, like Pat Beverly's one of those dudes that you want on your team but hate playing against.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You want him, you want that. It's like Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I hate him. I hate him when we gotta play him. But excuse me. But damn, if he's not a damn irritant, does he not make those plays and does he not get in that person's face? Does he
Yeah.
not shake the rookie up? You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, you love him for that shit, but like I said, he was totally off kilter on that. Again, it was one of those situations where if you shouldn't have brought that shit to the national platform like that. Like
No, you shouldn't.
that's locker room talk. You know what I'm saying? That's on the court talk. Like, you know what I mean? I don't mind talking that type of shit, but don't come down and try to call this dude, you know what I mean? And for lack of a better word, what we used to call a fun dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what do you want to do? I'm gonna get my fun dummy out and just try moves on him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. He called him a cone. We call it a fun dummy.
Yeah.
When I was coming out, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you got called a fun dummy, that means you don't play good defense, and we just gonna do whatever we want to you on this court. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no look pass, do it on a fun dummy. He ain't gonna catch. You know what I'm saying? Want to throw? Hey, Perry, you want to go for alley oop? You want to dunk on somebody? Here's the fun dummy. You know what I'm saying? The fun dummy. So
Man, but look, yeah, Pat just wants some attention.
yeah,
Okay, he just wants some attention. I mean, this is the earliest that he's been on a team, and they've
mhm,
been out of the playoffs. They've been out of the playoffs since the first round.
right.
Okay, so he just wants some attention. He's just
Mhm.
trying to stay in. He's trying to stay in the spotlight as
I'm
much
like,
as he can until the season ends.
yeah,
That's it.
and
That's
then
it.
he's gonna be irrelevant again.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But
Exactly.
CP3, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what does Phoenix have to do to get over the hump, man?
Um.
Because it looks
Dev.
good.
Yeah. No. Really, to be honest with you, no. Devin just needs to continue to elevate.
Okay,
Okay. He has the perfect wingman with him with Mikal Bridges. All
right.
right.
Which
You know,
which who didn't play very well
no, he
during
didn't.
this, right?
No, he didn't. Um, you know, Cam Johnson is a young godsend on that team.
Right.
That one shouts out to my man Earl Reese,
Yeah.
Sports Shop,
Mhm.
because I remember when Cam left Carolina and he was in the draft, and Errol said, and this was like 2 weeks before the draft, that
Mhm.
Cam Johnson was going to go in the lottery. Okay.
Okay.
And he got forever clown. And then
Mhm.
when that draft night came up, the 11th pick by the Phoenix Suns, Cam Johnson from the University of North Carolina. All right,
Mm.
and I was like, hey, Reese, you were right, but then I also knew. Nah, Reese, fuck that. You had inside information. You already knew they were going to pick Cam Johnson. That's the reason why you came out and said it, but you
Right.
didn't. But of course you couldn't tell. You couldn't spill your sources at that
Right.
time.
Exactly.
But still, more shouts. More shouts to you for calling that.
Right.
But no, they still got look. They still got a good young team.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's a lot of growth that's going to be there. Okay.
Right.
But with that growth, I don't know how that's going to affect CP3
Right.
and his chance to win a championship, because it's still going to get harder in the West,
Mm-hmm.
because Memphis is going to be a juggernaut within the next 2 years.
You ain't never lied.
Memphis is going to be a juggernaut. Okay.
Because they showed their ass in this playoffs.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
They
they
showed
did.
their
Yeah, they
ass.
did. So you
Outside
got
of
Memphis.
outside
Yeah,
of Morant getting injured, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dylan Brooks is the truth.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks, is the truth.
He's
Jaren
like
Jackson.
right. He's like a Charles Oakley. Like, you know what I'm saying? That mug, he don't mind. He's a
Yeah.
thug on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that can shoot.
Yeah. He's a
That
thug
can
that can
score.
shoot.
A thug that can score at will. You got
Mm-hmm.
Jaren Jackson, who finally found a place for him to grow.
Right.
Okay. And Tyus Jones
Mm-hmm.
is a free agent. Okay.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he re-ups with them. Okay. This team has, they're going to look, this team is going to be a juggernaut. Okay.
Right.
With or without free agents. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing about the NBA, I mean, there's there's this misnomer that LeBron created, that you have to have free agents to to
Move
take
forward.
the next step. And that's
Right.
not the case. Golden State wasn't that type of team.
No.
All right. I mean, even when they got Kevin Durant, they were already a team that was built organically.
Right.
Milwaukee, who would still be in it if it wasn't for Chris Middleton going down,
Right.
built organically. Okay, built organically. And you look at Boston. Okay, that's a team that that's built organically.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean,
They didn't
look,
slide. They didn't get no big names. They didn't slide anybody
no,
in or whatever. And it's just like
no. Even Miami, outside of Jimmy Butler,
right.
everything else on that team is built organically.
I'm still mad at that
That's
shit.
how
I'm
you
still
do it.
mad at the fact that we got rid of
I
Jimmy
know.
Butler, man. Like, why did we get rid of Jimmy goddamn Butler?
Now I told now, Bishop, I don't want to go back again on this, okay? Because we've had this conversation before. All right.
Right.
And I told you then, it wasn't the fact that y'all got rid of Jimmy Butler. It was the fact that Jimmy Butler wanted to leave. Jimmy Butler was never going to be in Philly long term.
But the way Jimmy just said he wanted to be in Philly long term, just open on this series.
No, he look. He was being nice to y'all because he enjoyed his time while he was there, but he always knew that time was short. And if it was up to Jimmy, he'd figure out a way to get Joel with him, even though he got a stud next to him named Bam.
Yeah. Like I knew for real, I had a discussion about this, and I was like, there was no way before the orbital fracture. I was like, we coming in. If we could have came in with Joel Embiid just with the thumb tear, I think that series would have been a little bit different.
No, I
because
agree.
I feel like a healthy Joel or Embiid would have put Bam Adebayo in the damn blender, because you know what I'm saying, it would have just been too much of them. You know what I'm saying? Like Joel showed us this year that it's too much. He is too hard to deal with. You know what I'm saying? With these centers today, You know what I mean? Like you said, it's only a couple of them. You got Joker, you got, you know what I mean, Aiden. Who else? Who else? Cat
Cat.
is
Yep.
Cat is a good center.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But outside of those guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think nobody's putting their hands on Joel, and that showed it. That showed it. It was like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
you can't do shit with me in this paint. And if he could have stayed healthy, I don't think we wouldn't be talking about Jimmy Butler and we would be talking about the Sixers and the Celtics at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
Uh, I think if he was healthy, it would have gone 7.
And I think we could have pulled that off.
I still think Miami would have won. Okay,
You think?
and the only reason why I say that is because Miami has been this consistent all season. What
Right.
they're showing you now is what they showed you in December, what they showed you in February, and what they showed you at the beginning of April.
Right.
They ready. They ready. Okay.
Nah, Miami. So who you got? Who you think is coming out of the East, coming out in the West?
Um, I think it's going to be Miami and Golden State.
Golden State. Okay.
I think it's going to be Miami and Golden State. Yeah.
I think that'd be a good matchup. Now, who do you have winning? You got State going, or you got Miami?
No, I got Golden State winning.
Golden State win. Okay.
Yeah. They have the pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they have the pedigree, and Clay is back to being Clay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Clay is back to being Clay. They're back to that Golden State pre Naughty Head.
Okay.
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 That's the feel that I get. It's that pre Naughty Head feel.
Right.
It's speaking of Naughty Head. Did we ever think it's been 3 years
Yeah.
since he left
Mm-hmm.
that Golden State is closer to getting the ring 3 years after he left than he is with playing in Brooklyn?
I think so. Because Golden State didn't lose anything. Like Golden State has you got a Klay Thompson that hasn't played in 2 years. That means that's a lot of games that this dude does not have on his body.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You got Draymond Green that is facilitating. He facilitates ad nauseum to me. Cause I'm like, yo, he Dennis Rodman's that shit. You know how Dennis Rodman will have an open layup and then pass that shit? I'm like, man, shoot the fucking ball. You're right there. Like, I hate when he just dribble all the way up and just dribble in the middle of the floor and just right there in that 15-foot range. Like, man, take it to the hole, B. You know what I mean? You still can score. Excuse me. You're not a bad scorer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, get us 15. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shoot, dude, they made Andrew Wiggins into an all-star.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a great young player with Jordan Poole. Right.
Oh, Jordan Poole is a surprise.
Yeah.
He's a surprise player, man.
You got Kayvon Looney, who's been there forever, and now it's his time to contribute heavily to getting another ring. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna say Naughty Head messed up because he didn't. He didn't. Okay. I mean, he needed to leave, but I just don't think he foresaw 3 years later. This is what he, this is what where he's.
I mean,
at,
he got his. It's like this. Excuse me. He got his chips, but he wanted to be the man. It's like one of those things where I want to be the man on my team. You know what I'm saying? Like Kyrie got a chip with LeBron, right? But I need to leave so I can be the man on my team. I want to be the man on my team. And
I'm glad you brought up Kyrie. Did you see those comments from Kyrie earlier this week?
No, what was the comment, sir?
That he wished he was a little bit more mature with when he was in Cleveland, because there could have been a lot more that him and LeBron could have done together.
Yep.
No shit.
No shit.
No shit.
No shit, Sherlock. No
You
shit.
know,
Hey,
look,
listen, hindsight is 2020.
yeah,
Hindsight is 2020.
yeah.
It's just like I was just watching something with Darren Williams and talk about Jerry Sloan, how he quit. Like the day he quit, it was because of Darren Williams being a shit.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, I quit," and then they traded him the next year, and then Darren Williams forgot that he was a good basketball player. He just slowly
Went
declined
down from
on
there.
and went down from there.
You know, I mean, think about it. That draft was the point guards out of that draft: Chris Paul,
Mhm.
Darren Williams, Raymond Felton.
Right. Shout out to Raymond Felton
Now,
for having a good journeyman. You know what I mean?
yeah, no,
Ray-
look, Raymond Felton had a good career.
Yep.
He had a good career. He had a good career. Yo, switching it up, man. Switching it
Okay.
up real quick. What the fuck is up with Little Meech, yo?
Yeah. So here's the story. Now I went on it on the internet because you know what I'm saying I've learned not to just read the headlines because the headlines said Little Meat stole a $250,000 Richard Melier watch. Mille. Miller without the R. What's that? Millie? So Millie, yeah, I don't know. It's a dope watch. I guess it's $250,000, and they locked him up for that. But then when I looked on the actual charges, it was fraud. Fraud for over $50,000, fraud for over $100,000 or something like that. So I don't know if they're saying that this watch, they're giving them charges on this watch itself. But I couldn't find anything on there besides what the charges were. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would he could get 60 years? But I'm like this, let's just say that it is the watch. It is the watch. Let's just say you want a $250,000 watch. Stealing the watch when you have the number one TV show. I don't care if you can't afford to watch. Stealing anything should not be within your fucking like rent the motherfucker. Hey, you know what? Let's go back to the point where, hey man, I got these two big ass BMF chains. I don't need a fucking watch. He could have rocked the Timex. He could have rocked a regular ass Rolly, buck naked ass Rolly. You could go. You know what he could have did? He could have got a fake watch from Canal Street, and we wouldn't have known the difference.
No, totally agree.
But I don't get it, and that made me think about our friend Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco buys all his jewelry from Claire's, and he said, "You know why I buy all my jewelry from Claire's? Because I just like the shiny look. I want to look shiny too." But one thing about Ocho said, he said this right here. He said, even though I could go to Claire's, y'all already know how much money I make. The NFL tells you how much money I make. So yeah, you know that I can go out here and buy a fucking pair of $55,000 earrings. I can afford whatever I'm putting in whatever I'm getting that look from Claire's. I could go out there and afford the real thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to impress you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, go ahead.
But didn't the headlines, when you saw the headlines, didn't the headlines make it feel like he was head of some criminal fraud organization? All right.
Right.
And yeah, when you start going into, and it's funny, okay, it's funny because when I first saw this story, I saw it in the source, okay, the Bible, the quote unquote Bible of hip hop, okay, and I'm in my group chat and I was like, yo, I just saw this in the source, but I'm waiting for a more reliable source, okay,
right, than the source.
All right, yeah, exactly. So about 5-10 minutes later, TMZ, boom, found a TMZ article. So then I was like, okay, this is legit. And there's word that his co-star Da Vinci,
Blue Da Vinci,
Bell, no, Da Vinci. Don't disrespect him by saying Blue Da Vinci. Blue Da Vinci is the the rapper that was with BMF that did those videos but didn't have a damn album. Ain't nobody heard shit on if Blue Da Vinci can rhyme, but I'm sure Big Meech paid for enough features so that shit can sound good, but we never know because the shit ain't never come out. But
Yo,
anyway,
let's talk about this. Blue Da Vinci was trash, yo. I thought Da Vinci and Blue Da Vinci was the same dude. I really
yeah,
thought
yeah,
they're not. Okay, cool.
yeah, they're not. But he's the co-star. He's a co-star of BMF, and it looks like allegedly he's the one who bailed Little Meech out.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it now.
Because they're still in the middle of filming season 2.
Right.
All right. I mean, my whole take is, yo, Demetrius Jr. Okay,
Right.
Demetrius Jr. Your profile is high now. Okay,
Yes.
you have a higher profile. There's some shit that you can't do anymore. All right, and this is one thing that you cannot do. All right, you
Right.
have a hit show. Okay, you even had a guest star appearance on another hit show. Okay, when he was on Euphoria.
Yeah.
Okay, you know your profile is growing.
Right.
Shit like this,
Can't
yeah,
be
you
happening.
gotta, yeah,
That'll scare
you,
people off. That'll scare
yeah,
people
yeah,
off.
yeah, you got to dead that. You got
Right.
to dead that. And Daniel, you like TMZ is legit in what world? When Kobe Bryant passed away, who was the first one to have the news and broke the news?
TMZ.
It was TMZ.
TMZ.
All right.
TMZ goes. TMZ is the ones that if someone passes away, if it doesn't hit TMZ, then it's not true.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Sorry.
vet.
Sorry.
They vet.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Even though Z still feels a little bit slimy, but
Right.
when it comes to getting breaking news, they are legit.
Yeah.
They are legit. Okay. So you
Because they
got,
pay
I
him
mean,
as
I get, yeah, I give them their respect on that because the shit they get, guess what? It's true.
Yep.
It's true. I mean, this ain't they're not the National Enquirer. They're not the
No.
National Enquirer. They're not Star. Okay.
No.
They are legit. So
They are legit. Yo, so shout out to Tim. But yeah, man, I don't think like at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about clout because no one
yeah.
needs you don't need a $250,000 watch. You
For
don't.
what?
For what? Unless like I said, unless you're a watch collector and you already have millions of dollars invested in watches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're Floyd Mayweather, when you out there, or Fat Joe, when you out there buying $1 million watch, or you know what I'm saying, when you're moving up into that level, cool. But at the end of the day, yo, you don't need a $250,000 watch. You know what I'm saying?
Bishop, Benny already told you on 10 more commandments, on commandment number 14, the reason why none of this shit matters. Right. None of that shit matters. Okay. Because because when shit goes down, what you need is the cash.
Yeah. I just need to sell this shit right off. We buy cars and jewelry to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, someone said this right here. They and I forgot who I heard it on, but it was like a kilo of gold is still a kilo of gold, whether you have it in bar form or you have it around your neck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So guess what? If I have a kilo of gold around my neck and gold skyrockets to $800,000 a kilo, guess what I can do? Take this investment right off my neck and give it to you. Here you go.
Exactly.
Here you go.
Exactly.
The diamonds ain't, but yeah. So, but again, since it's a fraud situation, I don't think Meech is going to do real time or anything like that.
No, I don't think so either. Plea deal. It sounds like a plea deal to me.
Yeah, you can get a plea deal. They're gonna go ahead. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna talk about it for a little bit, and then they're gonna go ahead and then we're gonna forget about it in 6, 7 months. You know?
Exactly.
But it's still a stupid decision. Still a stupid decision for clout. I'm on some shit right now that I'm looking at it like, yo, like the stuff that people will do for clout, to be noticed, to look a certain way. And that's kind of like the status I put out on Facebook. If y'all get a chance to look at it, it's just like, yo, man, like, stop. You don't have to do all that. There are people out there. There are people out there that's going to like you for you. It doesn't matter what you have on.
Exactly.
That's it. That's it. So before we get out of here, man, we got to talk about a serious note. The mass shootings that happened in Buffalo and LA. Really about the Buffalo shooting. We spoke a little bit about this on Straight to Tape yesterday, before the illustrious Lavelle jumped on there and had a great show with us. And I bring up this point, because I like to keep receipts. I like to keep receipts of America. You know what I'm saying? I'm a receipt keeper. You know what I'm saying? I'm petty in this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm petty in this way because what I'm going to do is this right here. If you say, hey, black people are the apex predators, they're dangerous. You're going to show us on movies, walking into people's homes and slaughtering them. You know what I'm saying? They're doing drive-by shootings. And the hood is so the ghetto.
Ho. Let's not forget the favorite one: raping our women,
raping their women, kidnapping your children. You know what I'm saying? Getting your children out of while you're in the car and kidnapping them and all that shit. But I ask you, America, and I ask you, America, how many times have you seen a person of color, even with the borders being open, these people that these rapists and all these people that are coming up from the depths of Mexico and doing all that shit that's supposed to come out here harm you, that you need to protect yourself from? When have any person that looks like, sounds like, smells like any person of color gone to a white neighborhood, in a grocery store, or a church, or anything like that? What's going on, Biggs? Or anything like that? It shot that shit up.
Exactly.
How many? No, I'm Perry. I mean, hey, you watch the news a lot more than I do, and you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, and you've been newsworthy. And you watched the news longer than I have. How many times have they said Little Poo Poo and Starter Pistol then ran up in Woodcroft and shot Woodcroft Food Line?
Yeah. You've never seen Pookie Muhammad, okay?
Right.
Roll up to the country club, all right, and shoot up everybody on the golf course.
Just because they white. Just because they white. Just because they are white. Like, we did have the DC sniper, but we figure out on the DC sniper, he was just shooting other motherfuckers and shoot one person. You know what I'm saying? Just to throw it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got Pookie pick him off right there. But subsequently, outside of that, when has there been any time that a black person has been in the, like, as much as y'all want y'all, it's dangerous, cops being called for a black person walking in your neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Why you here? Why you in this pool? What I come to do? You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna mess the pool up? Blow the pool up? You know what I'm saying? Shoot. But it always comes down to, we can't live in our homes. We can't be 9-10 years old and play with toy guns. We can't go get Skittles and put our hood on our head. We can't do all that. But yet, America has it in their heart that black people are somehow dangerous. We're not. We're not popping off for no reason. There has never been a Columbine shooting. Now, have there been shooting at schools? Absolutely. But guess what happens is this right here. You know what makes that dangerous? It's because there are two parties that have a beef within a a network of criminal activity that they're doing. There is no there.
Bishop, let me add to that. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Go. You're breaking up there, Pete. Okay, hold on. Pete will be right back. Mute it. Now you come on back in. Hold on. Let me unmute you.
How about now?
You're good. You're good right now. What was you gonna say, Pete?
This is what I was going to say, okay? Yeah. I mean, in the black shooting sense, okay? If someone outside of the person that you're shooting at gets shot, that's collateral.
Right.
It's different. It's different. Does it make it does it make it any better? No, it doesn't.
No.
Because it's still shooting and it's still illegal. But at the same time, it's not targeted. And it's not
Right.
targeted because of race or racial bias.
Exactly.
You know? If somebody's shooting up a club, they shooting up a club because they trying to get one particular person and everyone else is just in the fucking way.
Right.
I hate to say it like that, but
That's what it is.
we being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Well, it ain't no like it ain't no. I'm setting it off just to kill innocent bystanders, innocent people, just because they live in their lives. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to go out your way, 200 miles out your way, to go to kill innocent folks, to go out your way, to burn down uh 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 you know to burn down a city or a town just because they're making more money than you. You want us to be separate, right? I don't want you. All right, we're separate. Now we're flourishing. Now you're jealous because we're flourishing. You know what I mean? And again, like we spoke about on Straight to Tape, it's that loss of power. And then it's just like it's your fucking issues. And it's the fool ass parents, because this kid was 18 years old. It's the fool ass parents that don't look at their children. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would know if my 18-year-old son had that much firepower. I would know that.
And look, I hate to get political about this, okay? But and this isn't me choosing one party over the other, okay? However, there's a lot of bullshit. There's more bullshit come out of one party than the other, right?
Yes, sir.
If one party can run against critical race theory, then the other party, y'all need to run on the great replacement theory, since that was a part of the reasoning for this kid going to a supermarket in the hood of Buffalo and shooting it up. You know, I mean,
like,
look, I mean, it's fucked up because the only thing I should be talking about that happened in Buffalo this weekend was the fact that Freddie Gibbs got his ass kicked and his chain snatched before doing a show in Buffalo due to the quote unquote beef that he has with Benny the Butcher. That's the only thing I need to be, I really should have been talking about going into this week regarding Buffalo. But nah. Okay, you got this old fake. You got this old fake kid that's radicalized online.
Yeah.
And wants to go out and kill black people, black women in particular, black women in particular.
And and it's like this, and so I feel for those families, and it's like this because I have deep dialect and debate with myself, right? It's like this. There is no way that you are going to come and shoot any one of the women or family members in my family in a mass shooting and they release your last name to me. Because guess what's going to happen? I might not can get to you. I might not can get to you. But your family tree.
This is recorded.
Okay.
I'm trying to say you. Okay?
All right.
I'm trying to say you. Okay. For real. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Okay. But I will say this. All right. So if his plan, because if he was successful there, then he was going to take it to the hood. I don't see him making it past the trap house.
Now, once he would have opened fire, he would have got a couple, right? Because it would have been surprise.
Mm-hmm.
But he wouldn't have stayed there. He wouldn't have stayed there more than 5 minutes. Because that return volley would have been something unprecedented.
Yeah.
That he wasn't looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like this. But
and then look, and then the cops would have came in and shot all the brothers.
Right. That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
This is America, motherfuckers.
And it's like this. It's a crazy situation where, you know, people like yo, man, there's other places. If you want to go shoot people, there are people that you can go and you could get contracted in paramilitary, and guess what? There is ways you could go out there and help. If that's all you want to do is shoot folk. You know what I mean? They got the military, they'll teach you how to shoot folk, and then you could go out there and you go shoot, you would fuck it. You could have got with a contractor and went to Ukraine and shot at the Russians.
Thank you.
For all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like this. But again, it's like this. I just don't like, just because you got a gun. I hate tough guys behind guns, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish that you would have had, like, you have to learn how to fight before you can get a gun. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you got to box a person to get your gun. And how good you fight determines on how big the gun you could get. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a lot of cats out here with 22s and you know what I'm saying, and Dillingers. You know what I'm saying? Off of having to fight their way out of wet paper bag. I just don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. It's for someone that I don't understand. I don't understand hating people. I don't understand hating people that have never directly did you wrong. Now, if Miss Gladys stumped your ass out in 86 and you coming back for your revenge, okay. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you had a beef with the family? Okay. These are things that's tangible. But just fucking going out 200 miles out your way just to go somewhere and then pad the circumstances. It's a no gun zone in New York. And you're in New York and it's gun restrictions and all that stuff. But it's like this. But really, New York, it's like this. Now you're gonna let the people protect themselves? Like, yeah, because when you talk about Brooklyn and the Bronx and shit, oh, we gonna do this right here. But this dude coming from Ithaca and shooting up Buffalo, like, whoa, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Y'all supposed to be doing something about this too. You know what I mean? And the sad shit about it is he recorded it like he was playing fucking Call of Duty, man.
He was on Twitch. And you saw his rifle. You saw his rifle with nigger written on the scope.
Mm-hmm. And why don't you, as parents, know this shit? It's not a 25-year-old man. He was still living at home. Why don't you know this shit?
He had an issue with the school a year ago.
Right.
He had an issue with the school a year ago, based on a essay that he wrote. He was a kid that was on the radar.
Trash. And it's right there. It's right there. And then they're gonna try to fucking, and then they don't seem to accidentally shoot this motherfucker. Like, that's what I'm at with it. Like, why aren't you actually pulling out your taser?
Why can't you shoot him and sprinkle crack on him like you do with us?
Right.
Damn it.
Shoot his ass and sprinkle some crack.
Sprinkle some crack on him. Shoot.
Fuck, man. It's just like this. People lost their lives, man, for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? Hey, You know what it is? It's just like this. It's so many feelings I have about this. And thank you for saving me on that, Perry, because I was gonna say something salacious.
Yeah, I
And,
know.
and I'm gonna say this
Yeah,
right here.
that's what I'm here for. So.
Thank you, sir. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't, like, I don't get racism. I don't get it. I don't get it because, again, I'm a person that keeps receipts, and this shit doesn't add up to me because of the fact of this. You fucking brought us over here to be farm equipment. That wasn't our fault. Y'all brought us over here. Then, you know what I'm saying, they had the Civil War, and then they released us. And guess what, y'all? And everybody thought everything is good, but then you put into place segregation and Jim Crow laws. That's not good enough for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's not good enough. It's like this. There are fucking evil people out there. Racism is the fucking most stupidest shit ever because it's like this. You don't have shit. It's about motherfuckers that don't have shit going after people that don't have shit. If y'all don't realize that, that's what it is. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? There's not a fucking millionaire dude out here just out fucking doing this shit. No. It's fucking poor. You're probably middle class poor white.
His people are engineers. He knew better. Okay, I'm not giving him the poor excuse. He knew better. Okay, he was a bored kid that decided to do his own research online during the pandemic and radicalized himself with white supremacy and going to 4chan and shit like that. Niggas don't go to 4chan. You know why? Because 4chan ain't for niggas.
I didn't even know what 4chan was until you just said it right now.
See what I'm saying? Because it's a platform for supremacists.
Go there, and it's like this. And then they try to blame, like, black people do this right there. Like, yo, for what, man? How you radicalize against people that don't? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand eating when they say eat the billionaires, eat the rich or whatever. Fine, because those are people that are.
Well, once again, I got to go back to the Great Replacement Theory. The Great Replacement Theory is based off of the dying of the white race. Not enough white babies being born. Okay, how do you stop it? You pick up arms. The fuck.
People are less than black people overcome those barriers and do better than white people do it again. Black people do it again. And then exactly
it's a cycle. It's a cycle. I mean, you hit that on the nose, Daniel. Yep. I mean, it is. I'll say this: it is a forever cycle.
Right. Like, I'm gonna put all these joints. Okay, we played the game. We 400 years behind. Now we coming back. Too many black billionaires. Now, but it was like this. What you should have did was this right here. There was a place where, you know what, this wouldn't be happening. All you had to do was give us what you promised us. When you had promised that reparations, guess what? You would have had fucking 35 black billionaires at this point in time. Right? You know what I'm saying? That would have shared the power. All you had to do was, it's like this. Nah, I just want my cut. I don't want all of it. Just cut me out. Treat me fair.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want to treat me fair? Well, let me go over here and allot. You know what I'm saying? You put these allotments and all this stuff in the way. It's written. You write this shit in the law, but it's like this. Like, and then you wonder, like, how are they getting out of this shit? Because guess what? If we would have did the same thing, see what it is that fear of the oppressor then becoming the oppressed, and they fear that when that power shift happens, that you're gonna be on the bad end and you're gonna get treated like you was treating everybody the fuck else.
Exactly. That's guilt.
That's guilt.
That's guilt. Right. That's pure. That's pure guilt. That you think you're going to get your comeuppance. Guess what? We don't give a fuck about comeuppance.
We don't care.
We just want to live.
Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Through segregation, and you know what I'm saying? I was just hearing this the other day. I think us being desegregated might have fucked this up more than anything.
Yeah. No, I agree. I've always agreed with that.
Might have fucked this up more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Because what we would have been able to do is all these motherfuckers that were supposed to fall off, they would have fell off the back of the truck. They were withered and died on the vine.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? We would have been in our situation.
And in the end, it would have made our political clout
right
stronger. It would have made it would have, okay, there was nothing wrong. I'll say this. That was the downside of desegregation. Desegregation, yes, did need to happen. But at the same time, it did not need to happen at the expense of our community and our potential political power.
Yep. Shit, they would have, like I said, Oklahoma wouldn't look the same or whatever. They never fuck with Black Wall Street.
Oklahoma, Wilmington. Okay, a lot of other. I ain't got the list on me, but a lot of other places around the country that were torn down and destroyed and set our community back generations.
Right. It's all good. It's all good. 20 more years, man. When that shit fall over and all you fuckers die off, man, it's gonna be a glorious day. And hopefully I'm still around for it. Well, yeah, shit. Yep. I'm only 4 years. I'll be around for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to this option. You know what I'm saying? But damn it, I believe that my babies will be in a place where they don't have to deal with that shit, man. But yeah, man, fuck you for shooting people that's innocent. I'm talking about anybody, man. If you like black, white, Asian, fucking whatever, moose, cat, I don't care. If you shooting innocent people.
Yeah, and I was going to say in that Asian shootout in California, okay, based on a Taiwanese cat, based on how his people were, or how him and his family were treated by Chinese. Okay, it's the same thing, and it's that same built up hate and frustration. And trust us, as Black people, we understand that frustration. Okay. But acting out on it does nobody any good.
Especially if you're not acting out on the people that are doing it to you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is right. If you have a beef with them, like I don't like for real. I don't mind you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this dude had a beef. If you have a legitimate beef and this is the person that you are beefing with, then go see that person. Visit your problems. But
if you can't act out on it politically, financially, or economically, then you're not doing anything.
Right. You're not.
Yeah, you're not doing anything.
All you're doing is making a bunch of noise. And then you're killing people, made a bunch of noise, and guess what? Guess what's going to happen? Even though those people pass away, guess what? The same progress that Black people are making keep on making, and guess what you just did? You just made a martyr. And then it's like this. And then people are going to lean in and want to have this discussion. And what it does is this right here. It's so shocking that the people that the people that are going to lean in that didn't think it, they're going to lean in a little closer. Like, oh, this is so shocking. How can I help?
Yep, you got your Jesus symbol.
Yep. But that's what I'm gonna leave Intelligently Ratchet with tonight, man. Like, yo, please, yo, don't mess with innocent people. That ain't got nothing to do with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing anything. You're not like, yeah, you will get your clap on your back from 20 motherfuckers that think the same way that you do. But guess what? None of them 20 that clap you on your back would have did the thing that you did. And now you've ruined your life. You ruined everybody else's life.
Exactly. Exactly.
And all you had to do was mind your own damn business.
Mind your business, play your video game, shut the fuck up, graduate, move on.
Move on. Just avoid the people you don't like. That's okay. You ain't got to kill nobody.
Nope.
But yo, this has been Intelligently Ratchet. It's your boy Bishop Omega. That's my homeboy C. Perry the third.
So the second, man. Second. I'm
I
not.
thought you were
Yeah,
third. I
no,
want you
no.
to be
I'm
the
second.
third.
I'm second.
I feel like a 3 would look better. You know what I'm saying?
No.
After.
Say that for Chris. Save that for Chris.
Okay, cool.
Yo, but look. You know, I gotta send this shit. I gotta send this shout out to my straight to tape crew.
Yes.
The hip hop mom Keisha with a Y, social media assassin Rob the Actual, and that comedian Tigo the Gaia. Okay.
Yes.
If you have not watched our show that we dropped last night, with of course our favorite permanent guest host Bishop Omega, all right, where we talk about the shooting of Buffalo, where we talked about the new Kendrick Lamar album, and where we had an incredible conversation with the head basketball coach at North Carolina Central University, philanthropist, okay, and all around homie, Coach Lavelle Moten. Make sure you go by our page, Straight to Tape, and check out that episode. You trust me, you will enjoy it. We'll be back on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course, Bishop will be back here next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Intelligently Ratchet. I might be here. I might not be here. Trust me, Bishop will let me know.
I'll let him know. I'm sure. If you want to come back, you come. I'll have you anytime. But yeah, also please go and listen to the Kendrick Lamar album. And if you are complaining about the beats on the Kendrick Lamar album, then you're missing the message. That's what I'm going to say.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Therapy Rat.